Hello, you guys. This is Narika with the Alim, the All-Knowing. Hi, I'm gonna do the four elements reading: fire, air, earth, and water. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my air signs, and so I'm gonna do my psychic tarot for the heart Oracle deck. You know, I never did this deck with you guys, and I do it with my clients that is one-on-one all the time. It's just easier that way. But far as just doing a reading for you guys, I never did it. So let's start on with the reading. Air sign, Spirit, what message do you have for my Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius? Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. You have Gemini and Aquarius. Okay, here we go. Okay. My first reading I'm gonna do for my Libras, and I do it like this. This is how I do these cards. Set them up. Okay. Now, how this go, Libra? This is where your mind is, and this is where you're having trouble. And these are advice. And you will see where I told you the north is where your mind is, and the south is what trouble you are having. And the west, the east and the west, or the east of the west, the east and the west, is advice the Spirit is giving you. Now, this is how this is works. Now, northeast is, some advice, it's still dealing with, where your mind is. And south, east and west is, where you having trouble, okay? What is keeping you from your ultimate goal, okay? So, all right, Libras. The first card we have is the Embrace card. The Embrace card is like the World card, okay? And there's where your mind is. You want to okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you where your mind is. We have the Embrace card. And like I said, the Embrace card is like the World card. And that is, the World card is like anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? That's where your mind is. You like, I want to get out here. I want to express, I want to experience the world. I want to be a boss. I want, it's time. It's time for me to go out in the world and find what I can find. And so the Spirit, in order for you to achieve what's in your mind, you need to find balance, and you need to find things to meditate to get your crown chakra in balance, so that you can focus on what your goal is. Okay, and now what is keeping you from having your goals is this, and that is coming together. Now, the coming together card is the Lover's card, and this is the Lover's card in reverse. So this is when it, when this is funny. Okay, let me say this. All right. First of all, in your mind, Libra, you have the world card. Like you want to go out into the world and you want to experience things and you want to conquer the world, pretty much. That's how it is. You want to embrace, you know, the universe. Well, in order for you to have success, Libra, you have to, when I say you have to, have your love life in order, because love goes with finances. A lot of people, you know, they're either family people or they're business people. They put all of their mind and soul into their business. Okay, but Libras, you guys are not like that. This is why your sign is the scale, because you have to be balanced. Your success and your love life have to be balanced. You have to have a balance, because you're at your best when you have the best relationship, you know, or if you in love, you know, the honeymoon stage. Because Libras, you guys love romance. So in order for you to achieve what you're looking for, or being able to focus, you have to have a stable relationship. Now, the advice that you guys need, the divine give you for the problem that you having with your relationship is, one is seek the truth. Seek the truth, which is the Emperor's card. You need to know, you know, you need to find out, you know, what is really going on before you can jump to conclusions. Daydreams and decisions. Okay. Now, with the daydream with decision cards, this is like the Hermit card. This is like you got to sit down. It's almost like the universe is saying, it's like, just like your love card is in reverse, it's the Lover's cards, because I can tell you right now, I already know what the problem is. The problem is that, Libra, when you're in a relationship, right, when you first get with a person, you fall head over heels in love with this person. But any other sign, during the time that you find a person, that's the time that a person usually gets to know their mate. They find out, you know, how was their past relationships, why did they break up, you know, what's with their mind, you know, what kind of path they on for their future. These are the things that a person usually asks or look for in a relationship. But a Libra, you guys tend to put a person on a pedestal, like you kind of come up with a delusion of what this person is. It's not about who they really are. You kind of make them into what you want them to be. And then as you get into a relationship with them and time, you know, passes, you find out who they really are, and then boom, you guys want out of the relationship because they fall short of glory. And the real thing is, you need to analyze them and find out who they really are before you jump into a relationship. And you need to, Hermit, you need to actually, before you can actually start dating someone, you need to sit and meditate and ask yourself, what is it that you truly desire in your relationship? You know, and the overall advice of this card is the Detached card. Now, the Detached card is like in the Trust card, okay? The Detached card is, this card is like, how do I say this? In order for your situation to move the way you want it to, Libra, you have to allow allow the universe to actually go and do the work for you. But you guys try to be controlling. You try to make things go the way you want. And if it don't go the way you want, then you start acting out, throwing tantrums and all of this stuff. And the second advice that you, the universe is giving you is you need to learn to trust. You need to learn to trust your mate. Your mate is not, okay, whatever your past relationship was, then fairly, you cannot judge another person based on what someone did to you in the past. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you why, is because, first of all, the last situation that you were in, each relationship that we enter is a learning experience. Those relationships is designed to teach us what we need to know for our future. So the last relationship you were in, that person did what they did in that relationship because the divine ordained that so that you can learn the lesson that you need for your future. And instead of harvesting the pain and whatever somebody did to you, holding on to it like a grudge, learn from your mistakes that you made in a relationship, forgive that person, and heal. I'm going to say this one more time to Libras because you guys have a real bad problem with forgiveness. Forgive and heal, because that person did what the divine needed them to do to get you in the position that you are today. If it wasn't for the struggles, if it wasn't for the abusive relationship, if it wasn't for being put out of a situation, losing money, or all of these things, you wouldn't, if it wasn't for loss, you wouldn't save. If it wasn't for a partner cheating on you, you wouldn't know what it feels like to cheat, to be cheated on, and so because you know what it feels like to be cheated on, you won't cheat. If someone stole from you, if they never stole from you, you wouldn't know what it feels like to be stolen from, therefore you will steal. These things, this is why we go through these things, not to harvest it and hold on to it and pick the sword, and continue to pick it until it get gangrene and you got to cut it off. No, that's not what these relationships were designed for. They were designed to teach you the bad habits or the bad qualities that you have about yourself is to get rid of them. In these relationships, it teaches you to get rid of those bad habits. So 90% of the relationships that you're in mirrors you. And I tell my clients this, they don't believe it until I break it down and make them see it. And so sometimes we have to sit down and meditate and think about a situation, and say a past fight that you had. You have to sit down and really look at the situation and what role you played, because it's easier to point the finger at someone else. Okay, Libra? So the advice that the universe is giving you today is, in order for you to have the success that you're looking for in your future, you have to get your love life in order. You have to start picking partners that is more suitable for what you want in the future. You have to sit down and listen to your partner. You have to learn to compromise. You have to learn to stop trying to be in control over the situation and allow the universe to do the work for you. You have to learn to trust your mates. Okay? So, good luck, Libras, and I'm not done with you guys. I want to go in deeper to find out about this relationship. I'm going to use my Juliet Urkel cards to, you know, find out what's going on with this relationship that you're not trusting. Why is it that you're not trusting in this relationship? Spirit, tell me more about this Libra's relationship. Okay, so this is a Libra that's dating a fire sign. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. I do see that this relationship, this is a stable relationship. You guys do a lot of fighting and making up, breaking up, making up. Let's see, I got the World card in reverse. And this means that this relationship is a stable relationship. So the fight, the fight that you had is not that serious. In this World card, for the trust card to come up and seek the truth. If you thought this person was cheating on you, this person, the Knight of Swords, this Knight of Swords could represent a Libra or a Gemini or Aquarius. But I want to say this represents the Libra, but it's also the person that fights the good fight. So from what I can see is you probably was jealous. This looked like a jealous situation, and you feel as if this person is cheating on you. But the World card is in reverse. This person is not a cheater. This is actually someone that is loyal to you and faithful. The Wheel of Fortune. This relationship can go any way you would like it to go, Libra. The Four of Wands. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. I don't even have to go no further. I know what the situation is. Okay, Libra. Let me tell you something. This is exactly what's wrong. I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong. This Libra, I'm talking to a person that was in a past relationship, and they were in a relationship that the person cheated on them. They fought a lot in the relationship. It was a lot of domestic violence or, you know, abuse mentally and physically in this relationship. And you in a new relationship, God done bless you with someone that is actually loving and caring to you, but the problem is you don't feel as if this person is wife material, or you looking at them as if they not wife material, but you guys is with the Wheel of Fortune here. This means that this relationship actually can go any way you want it to, because this person is not, either this person is not showing you attention because of the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands meaning that this person not calling you the way you like, Libra, because you guys, Libras, like a lot of attention. They like, you know, because like I said, you guys like romance, so you like your partner to call you all the time. And a lot of times this is, you like this, you think this because this is the way a relationship's supposed to go, but it's not. This relationship, you liking this, you actually thinking this is the way the relationship's supposed to go because of you don't trust. So you mix up romance with control issues. You feel as if they don't call, then they don't care about you. If they don't call, then they with somebody else. And they talking to another girl, or they talking to another boy on the phone. And actually it may not even be that. It might be that they're doing something, like if they're at work, or if they're at home, they cleaning up, or they tending to the kids or something like that. And they don't have, I'm not going to say time as in insensitive to you, time for you. But what it is that you, if they're family people, if they have any children, they got homework, tending to their children, cleaning up their house, cooking, and all these other things, getting prepared for work for tomorrow, or, you know, whatever they have going on in their life. And they are not the kind of people that, especially a fire sign, they don't have time to sit on the phone all day and say I love you 300 times when you know they love you. You know, it is not your partner's job to give you attention 24/7. You also have to give them attention, and you also have to have healthy boundaries in your relationship. And so, Libra, I think that you should give your relationship another look, and you should actually sit down and meditate on what you want in this relationship, because this relationship is not as bad as you think it is. And if you take a good look at it, you will find that, you know, this person might be worth keeping. Okay? I'm going to move on to my next element because of my time. Give me a time, I'll pause the video for about 5 seconds. Okay, I'm back with my next element, and I mean not next element, but I mean my next air sign, and that would be a Gemini. The Spirit, what advice do we have for my Geminis? Sun, Moon, and Rising. I spent a lot of time on the Libra, so I'm going to kind of speed up for my Geminis. Okay. Choice, choose your battles. Control. Trust again. And dreams coming true. Okay. Okay, that is still what a fortune card. Okay, for my Geminis in the head position, what is the goals? Choose your battles. Okay, and what are you having trouble with? Control issues. The first advice is darkest fears, manifestation. Manifest, okay? The manifest card is like the Wheel of Fortune card. And in the darkest fears is just like what it said, darkest fears is like what are you afraid of, Gemini? You know, I see it's like choose your battles. You're doing a lot of fighting, and in your past relationship, um, you learned a lot of lessons. And so let me read all the cards. Alhamdulillah. Let me read all the cards, and then I'll tell you the overall energy. What do I think is going on here? Okay, we got the choose your battle cards in the head position. What are you always thinking of? Control. Control is in reverse. So this means that this person is not controlling, but they're actually giving up their power. Refusing to see, find imbalance, trust, daydreaming, dreams coming true, darkest fears. Okay. Now, in the head position, we got choose your battles. So this is, like I said, this is a person that was in a relationship. Maybe this relationship, they did a lot of fighting, and it was like every time they opened up their mouth, there were misunderstandings, and they actually cared about the person that they was in a relationship with. And the darkest fears is this: they took such a whooping in this relationship. You took such a whooping in this relationship, Gemini. This could be a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. I'm sorry. That is this your emotion, your head took a hit. So now you don't even trust your own opinion because you've made so many mistakes in the past, and you're trying to pick up the pieces and move into your future. But is every sign showing you that your future is bright, Gemini, but you still not walking in that glory. You still second guessing yourself. And through the process that you just went through, you learn not to second guess yourself. You learn every single time you second guess your intuition, your intuition was right, and you end up choosing the wrong way, and you lost very seriously, because that's the lesson that the universe just did for the Geminis. That every time you second guessed yourself, you always got yourself into some trouble. So now you're afraid to make any movement, and you just don't want to fight anymore. And so the manifest card, this card means that whatever you put out into the universe, you can manifest that to come true. And so this don't have to mean, when people hear about karma, they believe that it's always bad karma, but that's not always to be true, Gemini. That you could have done the work and you will produce good karma, meaning if you was the one in a relationship that was taking the worst beating, and that the person was always doing something to you, and you didn't react the way you would usually react, you creating good karma. So the next relationship that you enter, this will not be the kind of relationship that you were in last. In this new relationship, you're going to have the love that you desire. You're going to have the love that you deserve. So get out of your head and stop being so afraid and walk into your glory. Now, down here, you're false control, okay? This means that you're losing control. You're losing control. You're not, this might be a person that have anger issues. You're losing control easily. You're not taking the time to meditate. That's why this finding balance card means this card is for people. They need to meditate. You need to find a balance in your life. You need to find a balance with your, making money, your family, and all of these things. But you also have to find a balance mentally. You also got the 5 ring. So when you got so many things thrown into you and the chaos is like, wow, you know, you like, one more thing happened and I'm gonna go nut up. You know, you won't lose control, because when you start to meditate, and if you meditate for so long, your brain meditates in between chaos on its own. You don't even have to sit down on the carpet and listen to the music no more. It's just happening. Your body just count down on its own. And so, refusing to see. Now this right here, this is in reverse. So because this is in reverse, this card is very important, Gemini. Because this can be, anyway, let me tell you what this means. This can means that you in a situation that's not healthy and that you're refusing to see. But it also can mean that people were steady trying to tell you that you're great, that you can, you know, that all of your struggles is over, that you're about to walk into your future, and you just so scared that if you give this situation a little bit of hope, it's going to turn around. It's going to be the same result, that you gave your trust in this situation and it failed. And you like, nah. So in this situation, you know, this situation can, for some Geminis, this is going to mean that you're scared to move into the next position. And then for others, this is going to mean that you got such high hopes, and that you thinking like, oh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But you got limitations and you're refusing to see those limitations. You know, like some people may tell you, oh, you got an addiction, and you're like, I ain't nothing wrong with me. I got control over this. I can do what, you know, I want to do. Hence the control card in reverse, and refusing to see in reverse. This could mean addiction or some kind that you know, holding on to, that you refusing to see that this situation is causing you problems. Now, overall, in it, you know, advice is the trust card and dreams coming true in reverse. Now, this dream coming true in reverse means that you don't have all the tools right now to manifest what you need